name is Deanne. This is Deanne's Treasure Studio, where I read gaming content not available on Audible. Today we're reading Free Reading 2024 Chapter 5 Descriptions of Fighting Style and Epic Boon Feats. Let's get right into it. Fighting Style Feats. These feats are in the Fighting Style category. Archery. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. You gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls to make with ranged weapons. Blind Fighting. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. You have blind sight with a range of 10 feet. Defense. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. While you're wearing light, medium, or heavy armor, you gain a +1 bonus to armor class. Dueling. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When you're holding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. Great weapon fighting. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When you roll damage for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are holding with two hands, you can treat any 1 or 2 on a damage die as a 3. The weapon must be a two-handed or versatile property to gain this benefit. Interception. Fighting Style Feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When a creature you can see hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage dealt to the target by 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus. You must be holding a shield or a simple martial weapon to use this reaction. Protection. Fighting Style feature. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When a creature you see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can take a reaction to interpose your shield if you're holding one. You impose disadvantage on the targeting attack roll and all other attack rolls against the target until the start of your next turn. If you remain within 5 feet of the target. Thrown weapon fighting. Fighting Style feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When you hit with a ranged attack roll using a weapon that has the thrown property, you gain a +2 bonus to the damage roll. Two weapon fighting. Fighting Style feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When you make an extra attack as a result of using a weapon that has the light property, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of that attack if you aren't already adding it to the damage. Unarmed fighting. Fighting Style feat. Prerequisite Fighting Style feature. When you hit with your unarmed strike and deal damage, you can deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier instead of the normal damage of an unarmed strike. If you aren't holding any weapon or a shield when you make the attack roll, the d6 becomes a d8. At the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to one creature grappled by you. Epic Boon Feats. These feats are in the Epic Boon category. Boon of Combat Prowess. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Peerless aim. When you miss with an attack roll, you can hit instead. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until the start of your next turn. Boon of Dimensional Travel. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Blink steps. Immediately after you take the attack action or the magic action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Boon of Energy Resistance. Epic Boon Feat prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Energy resistance. You gain resistance to 2 of the following damage types of your choice. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, or thunder. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can change your choices. Energy redirection. When you take damage of one of the types chosen for the energy resistance benefit, you can take a reaction to direct damage of the same type towards another creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself that isn't behind total cover. If you do so, that creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw DC 8 plus your constitution modifier and proficiency bonus, or take damage equal to 2d12 plus your constitution modifier. Boon of Fate. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Improve Fate. When you or another creature within 60 feet of you succeeds on or fails a d20 test, you can roll 2d4 and apply the total rolled as a bonus or penalty to the d20 roll. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest. Boon of Fortitude. Epic Boon Feat prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. One ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Fortified Health. Your hit point maximum increases by 40. In addition, whenever you gain hit points, you can regain additional hit points equal to your constitution modifier. Once you've regained these additional hit points, you can't do so again until the start of your next turn. Boon of Irresistible Offense. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 30. Overcome defenses. The bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you deal always ignores resistance. Overwhelming strike. When you roll a 20 on the d20 for an attack roll, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to the ability score increase by this feat. The extra damages type is the same as the attack's type. Boon of Recovery. Epic Boon Feat prerequisite level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Last stand. When you would reduce to 0 hit points, you can drop to 1 hit point instead and regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point maximum. Want to use this benefit? You can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Recover vitality. You have a pool of D10s. As a bonus action, you can expend dice from the pool, roll those dice, and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll's total. You regain all the expended dice when you finish a long rest. Boon of Skill. Epic Boon Feats. Prerequisite, level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. All around adept. You gain proficiency in all skills. Expertise. Choose one skill of which you lack expertise. You gain expertise in that skill. Boon of Speed. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite, level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Escape Artist. As a bonus action, you can take the disengage action, which also extends the grappled condition on you. Quickness. Your speed increases by 30 feet. Boon of Spell Recall. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite, level 19 plus spellcasting feature. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 30. Free casting. Whenever you cast a spell with a level 1 to 4 spell slot, roll 1d4. If the number you roll is the same as the slot's level, the slot isn't expended. Boon of Night Spirit. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite, level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. Merge with shadows. While within dim light or darkness, you can give yourself the invisibility condition as a bonus action. The condition ends on you immediately after you take an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. Shadowy form. While during the dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage except psychic and radiant. Boon of True Sight. Epic Boon Feat. Prerequisite, level 19 plus. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase one ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. True Sight. You have True Sight with a range of 60 feet. Well, friends, that concludes Chapter 5. Tune in next time for Chapter 6. Pose any questions, suggestions in the comments. Like, subscribe, and have fun at your gaming table sessions. Until next time.